everyone, welcome to a video. I know I said in the past I wasn't gonna do a video like this. You know, whatever. I changed my mind. I know, shocker, I changed my mind. But I figured, people probably want to watch a video about this that's not an 8-hour stream. Like, the 8-hour stream was fun, and it was like a drinking stream, so it was whatever, but I figured people probably would want a normal video to really outline all of this stuff. Okay, so that's why I decided to do a video, and it might be fun. It might be a fun time. All right. So we have to go through like chronological order in the event that leads into the pre-stream we're going to be watching. So July 23rd, Ang Lee was streaming. And he was chilling, having a good time. And then, I think it was Dragon Slayer Vlogs mentions, hey, what is that on his phone? And Ang Lee was like, whoa, what? And then like they all decided to do some research and did some like digging. You know, the thing that DSP tells us that we should do, that we should vet our stuff before we present it and all that. And people figured out the little screen on the phone is in fact WWE Champions.
All strange and terrible events are welcome.
So, clearly, he is playing the game. Unless it's Jasper. Maybe Jasper is the one playing the game. Like, if you think about it, it makes sense. That it's Jasper. Jasper Kitty is down from the rafters the whole time.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the...
No, he does this video. This video is a sus video. I kind of... Little side note, I'm gonna bring up something. Sorry if you hear the fan whirling in the background. I have a fan on. He has a cup holder, and there's a little armrest there, but he never keeps his water there. He always keeps the water on the table. So, okay. But anyways, this is a dumb setup. I really don't understand what, like, everyone's saying, like, well, why would DSP upload the video? Wouldn't you have to look at the upload? DSP doesn't do any quality assurance for his videos. Literally, he doesn't do that. But the thing that's like insane is that is like when you upload to YouTube, YouTube does have to load the thumbnail, and that would technically be the first thing he sees. And I said this on the stream last night, and you really have to go down the meme path to think this, right? So he has an iPhone. The default auto lock that all iPhones start you out with is 2 minutes. Literally 2 minutes. The minimal you could have is 30 seconds. The most you could have is like 10 minutes. I don't know, whatever. But 2 minutes is the default. DSP being DSP, probably live to the default. And if you go through this video by a minute and 45 seconds, the screen dims, getting ready to lock. Which implies the phone was active for at least a minute before he start record. Before he did all of this, he was doing something on his phone. And this is where the memes come into play, guys. DSP, what if he just loaded a PNG of WWE Champions? He just had his phone there. I was like, I'm just gonna put like a little PNG of WWE Champions there. But I've said this about the names, about how they call me DSP for WWE Champions and all this stuff, is that I don't think DSP is that bright to do that kind of stuff, to do that kind of nonsense. Because every time he tries to get to own the trolls, it's like really easy to see through it. Very easy. And the idea that would be a screenshot, it's like that's a little too smart for him. Like that's a little too too smart. Which, if he says it now, it's way too late. It's way too late for him to say that, honestly. But yeah, so like within a minute and 45 seconds, the screen dims and all this stuff. So he was definitely doing something with that. But that's where it is. That's the video. Everyone saw it, and this is where it all began. This video ruined everything. Jasper got him. Jasper got DSP. And now let's get to not this. The meat of the video. Okay, get ready, boys. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
What's so dumb? Again, I'm actually gonna address the super chat that just got banned, which should have been banned because it's promoting detractor content. Okay. You can't come in here and say, "Oh, this specific video by a specific detractor was just made," and will you react? You can't even say, "Don't do that," because you're promoting their shit on my channel. Even if that was a well-intentioned super chat, you can't do that. You're promoting detractor content.
Can't do it.
All right. They don't deserve the time of day. All right.
Now the super chat he's talking about literally just says, "Hey Phil, will you watch the Secret Life video on your next React event?" Or whatever. All DSP had to say was no. That's all he had to say was, "No, I'm not gonna watch him. It's a troll channel, whatever." But instead he decides, "Hey, there's nothing to talk about in today's pre-stream. I might as well go on a rant about mobile games."
I will say about shit, okay? All the time, on a regular basis, there's new exposés on Dark Side.
Exposés.
Documentary on Dark Side filming. All right? I reacted to stuff that is factually true. I
Like
reacted
what?
to stuff that happened right here.
But the daily rap happened on your streams, and WWE Champions has been a discussion on your streams. Like, the only thing about that Secret Life video about WWE Champions that I kind of feel is a stretch is the video brings up that DSP avoids any game that has that's like Luminous, Bejeweled, and stuff like that. And that seems like a stretch to me. Like, the video would have been fine without that part. It just seemed like it was just there to pad time. Like, like that seems a little too coincidental. Like it's a little too silly for that to be a big deal. You know what I mean?
Live on my streams or in my on-demand videos, stuff that's factually well documented publicly. That's the stuff that I've reacted to. Why? Because that stuff is indisputable, documented fact. It happened. Hell, I know it happened because I recorded and broadcast it on the internet, right? It's truthful.
Truthful
okay?
stuff, man.
The shit that people are addressing today is bullshit. The stuff that they're addressing, all right, is stuff that absolutely positively is not true. What it is spin.
How is it a spin though? Like this is the thing, and we'll get into it as we go on into this video. He made it his like phrase to tell us every day, "I don't play WWE Champions. I don't play that game. The trolls say I play this game. I don't play it." And then when people are literally just saying, like, even if you ignore the whale account people are accusing DSP of being, if you just take that out of the equation, all people are saying pretty much to him is that we saw you play WWE Champions, the game you tell us you don't play. Like, he straight up said he doesn't play the game. He went on massive rants about how he hasn't played the game.
It's taking circumstantial pieces of shit from all over the internet, taping it together to try to form a narrative that doesn't exist, all right? Spinning it in ways that's not exactly the truth, but it serves their narrative. That's the kind of shit that has now happened to me in the last several years. Exist,
Wait, what?
all right? Spinning it in ways that's not exactly the truth, but it serves their narrative. That's the kind of shit that has now happened to me in the last several years. Why?
Why?
Why is that what you see about me on the internet, right? Because guess what? There's nothing going on my stream.
This meme of nothing going on the stream, that's why people are talking about it, is really stupid. because there's always something going on. He's yelling at his audience. He's begging for money. He's talking about slow streams. Like, this is what people talk about all the time. Like, yeah, in 2015, 2016, the beginning of 2017, and all that was all the pinnacle high point of drama for DSP. But it's like, if you go before that, the drama that was going on with him is stuff that's going on now. Oh, I need engagement. Oh, this playthrough is not doing very well. Which has been a fucking thing that's been going on with him regardless. Like, DSP really wants us to believe that we think that that what's going on with DSP is like some like, he makes it sound as if in the past DSP had like feuds with other YouTubers like PewDiePie, Keemstar, or whatever, and it's like that never happened. Like, yeah, sure, he said shit about them and all that, but like there wasn't like, oh fuck, like the closest he ever got to that happening was the stuff with Mega 64. But even then, it's like, come on.
Streams in my content anymore that could be deemed controversial or problematic. If you haven't noticed, I've changed for the better, right? So what happens when you don't like?
He says he changed for the better. He's not problematic, but he treats his audience like shit regardless. He begs for tips. These are traits that are not good. Like, you go to a streamer and the first thing you hear from them is, guys, I have bills to pay. The bills are coming. Like, I still can't get over he was explaining his day off as, I have an impending day off coming. And it's like, it made it sound like a threat. Like, an enemy was showing up. And it's like, dude, your day off is coming up. The thing that you have a day off doing stuff. And it's like, he made it sound as if it was like some dangerous thing that's coming up. Like, he's gonna like lose his life if he doesn't get tips or whatever. That's pretty problematic, dude. And then, like, he does this stuff to address the drama and all this stuff, but it's really giving a lot of attention to trolls. Because that's why he's doing this kind of stuff. And it's like, these aren't people you want to focus on. Like, am I going to go on a stream and start talking about people who piss me off all day? Like, that's miserable. Come on.
Someone, but they've changed for the better. Let's find other ways to harass them, right? Let's make up these insanely huge, crazy fucking things going on, right? That now there's always a looming conspiracy. There's always a looming air of bullshit, so that people won't want to engage in that person's content because you always got to hear this spin.
But this is stuff that people say about him anyway. Even if we take the mobile game stuff out, people are saying you shouldn't watch DSP content because he's a shitty person. He's miserable on stream. He has a lot of dead air. He doesn't really talk to his audience. He demands his audience talk to him. Like, these are not things that I would recommend anyone to go see.
Bullshit. And that's
Bullshit.
exactly what it is they take little snippets of fact here or there. They tape them together to make this patchwork of bullshit, and then they fill in the holes with whatever they want, right? They take, I can't, I seriously, I really mean this now. I can't believe.
I really mean this right now.
That the fact that years ago, I told you guys about me playing mobile games. Like, I talked about games like WWE Supercard.
Him telling us that he played mobile games wasn't a big deal. It became a big deal because of his habits. And I said this before, I'll only give him a tiny bit of slack when it comes to games like from NetherRealm, like the Injustice app, Mortal Kombat, because you could argue he did those to get the bonuses you get in the console release when you do the mobile game, because the console game links up to the mobile game. So yeah, you could argue that's why he did it, and that's why, like, Injustice 2 and Mortal Kombat mobile games, whatever, has his gamer tag, because that's why he did it. But when you have like Pokemon Go and all this stuff that has They Call Me DSP and all this kind of stuff, it's whatever. Supercard became a problem though. Him playing Supercard was whatever, but the reason why people really got it, like, holy shit, DSP played the game, is because he canceled a stream to play Supercard. because he was like, I have a stomach ache, and then he was like on the forums of Supercard all the time.
What was it, Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle or whatever it was. I can't believe that me talking about those games years ago, very casually, by the way, it wasn't like I had serious in-depth discussions about those games in my content or whatever.
I would argue he did when it comes to like Ask the King though, but that's whatever.
Casually, every once in a while, I would mention to you guys, oh, I play this game, I play that game, right? And I did. I told you guys in 2017 that I played a game called WWE Champions that had come out at the time, and I talked a little bit about it and all of that, right?
Right.
I can't believe that because I just casually mentioned that stuff, I literally never in any way engaged.
And by the way, this is like the only time I think he'll ever say WWE Champions. After this, I don't think he ever brings himself to say the name of the game ever again.
In that content, I never showed you footage of the games that I mentioned or anything like that. Never was.
He showed us footage of Hearthstone, and this is the other thing that's like really like, insane about DSP. You could see a lot. Oh god, I was thinking OBS and I was like, whatever. But you could look at how he plays like Overwatch and any of these games that have any gacha mechanic, and he gets really invested in it. Like Overwatch, he was like doing a lot of time to open loot boxes. Now, of course, you could argue, well, Theo, he was just trying to catch a trend on YouTube where people are just opening loot boxes as videos and all this stuff for Overwatch. And I get that too. But he was going like really into it and enjoyed it. And then like it's the same with the Genshin Impact. You watch that, he loves that little like chest stuff you open up. Like he has a very bad tendency about this kind of stuff. It's like what people say about me and Skullgirls, dude. Come on.
Dressed, it was just kind of a casual thing. Do you play mobile games? Yeah, I play these, and every once in a while, people would try to bring up stuff about them. What do you think about this particular mobile game that just came out, but everyone's saying that it's all microtransactions and shit? And I would tell you, I think it's bullshit, right?
I think it's bullshit.
But I never fathomed, never, in my wildest
But he says like, oh, this new mobile game came out. What do you think? Oh, I think it's bullshit. But he would say this about the games he has been playing. There's Ask the Kings, where he sat there and was like, yeah, I used to play a game called Dokkan Battle, and it was horrible, man. I had to put so much money into it. All of that. And he's like saying like, oh yeah, man, I said about these newer games that came out. It's like, dude, you said this about the games you've been playing.
Dreams. That just mentioning casually something like that they would take that and turn it into this insanely huge, overblown conspiracy theory.
And the thing is that when the WWE Champions thing even started, no one sat there and was like, oh my god, guys, he said he played WWE Supercard. And he did this. Like, no one was really talking about that. It was literally, hey, this account has his name on it. The Discord account had started, typing very, like, sussy-wussy. It was, like, to the point, like, when this whole thing started, I was skeptical, decently skeptical about it, but I sat there thinking, like, the only thing I would say about it is that I kind of felt, to a degree, the account was DSP. The fact that this account, with the way that this person was talking, sounds way too similar to DSP. It's like, you would have to, like, go out of your way to train yourself to type like that. Because this is gonna sound lame, but the reason why my Dark Side Theo impression is, like, pretty good impression on DSP is because I've watched so many DSP videos, I kind of picked up on his mannerisms. So it's, like, very easy to, like, kind of pick up on it. So you're telling me someone took the same amount of time to learn how he types to do that? Like, it's a little too, much. Like, you look at the Escort Saga, and the Escort stuff was kind of flimsy. Because all they did was pretty much just watch when he ended the stream, make a tweet. Whatever. Which is, like, very, like, easy. Anyone could do it. To me, with the Escort Saga, the thing that just shot it immediately was when they posted a picture of a fucking strap-on dildo, and it was like, yeah, Phil, are you ready? It's like, yeah, okay, this is fake. Because, like, come on. I know I meme about DSP and all that shit, but come on. You're gonna tell me DSP is into fucking strap-on dildos? Come on. Come on, man. So when they posted that, I was like, yeah, that's fake. But the WWE Champion stuff, it kind of like meandered because a lot of the evidence at that time was all honestly circumstantial. Because even though I look at the Discord post and like, yeah, that's very close to how DSP talks, it is still like an air of mystery or an air of doubt. So it's still like I was still kind of skeptical. I would say I was like maybe I believed it like 70 to 80%. But I didn't want to go all in on it because it's like, you know, what's there to say? There's really nothing. There's no smoking gun about it. Like, this is the smoking gun. It was this. Like, the thing is the thing, man. People started to really get around about the WWE Champion stuff when it came to the bank leaks. Because the bank leaks were pretty genuine. The way that it happened, the way that it was shown, it's like, yeah, this has a lot of data that corresponds with what we know about this account, whatever, and the habits that DSP has. Like, I feel that you could really look at the DoorDash dates and kind of line it up with when DSP tells you, I got DoorDash, dude. So it all adds up with that, and that's when really people started to be like, yeah, that's probably him. And I wouldn't say people fully believed it was him at that point either, but I would say more people were like, yeah, like 90%. Like, it became like 80 to 90%, sure. And then the Daily Rep pretty much confirmed it. Unless DSP is gonna tell us it was a PNG of the app, or that his account name is like Purple Derple, and that's his account.
Right? I never, all right? And I've told you guys a million times over the years why I can't dispel rumors like that. Because to show any kind of stuff, like private stuff, on my phone or whatever, would literally just balloon into something bad for me.
Now, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. This implication of like, well, if I show you my mobile game accounts, it's gonna hurt me. But if you're using your, like, if it's a mobile game account, why are you tying that into your real world accounts? You know, like, I'm not gonna use my username for my bank to log into Skullgirls Mobile. You know, like, that'd be really fucking stupid. I wouldn't want my bank account to be like tied to that. But DSP is like, I'm gonna man, it's gotta be personal information, man.
Okay? 2 years ago, I went through a bankruptcy case. Okay? These pieces of shit tried every...
It is wild that he tried to use the bankruptcy to disprove WWE champions. Because I don't know how the bankruptcy would do that. Because you can still play mobile games after the bankruptcy and during it. Because the thing is that you really could do whatever during a bankruptcy. I'm sure there's a lot of people that get granted a bankruptcy and they might not have deserved it, or that they didn't like consider anything, whatever. Like, it happens. And DSP just was one of those people, because if you look at the documents were all like nonsense. He put cat food on his bankruptcy documents, but not that he has a cat. And in my opinion, is because Jasper was a present to cat. In my opinion, I think Jasper's cat's cat. In my opinion, because he talked about in 2018 he was gonna get something very special for a cat for Christmas. It was gonna be something very personal, very special, and it's gonna be all this stuff. And then like August of 2019, when he revealed Jasper, he said in chat he had Jasper for nearly a year. Like, that really added up to me. I'm like, yeah, he probably got that for cat.
Means legal and illegal. to make it so that I couldn't get my bankruptcy to go through.
I like that he says this because that implies that legally his bankruptcy should have been stopped. Because he said legally they tried to stop the bankruptcy. So then it should have been stopped, right?
To ruin my life. Okay? They tried everything. They tried every piece of lie, slander, everything they possibly could. All right? My bankruptcy.
He says this, but like not a lot of people tried that hard to stop it. Like I think one dude did because he I think he bought the debt or whatever from DSP or some whatever the fuck, like his bank. You they go, oh, I'll buy the debt or whatever, and that's how he got into the call, whatever, you know, that whole thing. But that's like one dude doing it. But that's everyone. Everyone did it.
Was probably top 3 most stressful things I've gone through with my life, and it probably is pretty close to top 1. All right?
What's
Why?
number 1?
Because unlike anyone else who goes through a bankruptcy, I had to go through so much extra shit. All right?
Extra shit. This dude actually is so special. When he went through the 343 meeting, whatever the fuck, there were a lot of people on that call, and they had a lot of stuff going on. DSP went out of his way to make it long and extensive, and it's probably because of him. But he acts as if he's like a special snowflake, but I'm sure there's other people that had to work very hard to get their bankruptcy. Whatever.
Right? As a result of them fabricating this shit or taking a nugget of truth here or there and blowing it up into something that was completely untrue. But again, it's all based on speculation.
Speculation,
okay?
dude.
And it's just like, it's so crazy because my life is different from everyone else's because of these people. And I don't think you guys really understand the extent of that.
My life is special.
Okay? Normal things that normal people go through cannot be normal for me because of these people. I literally can't record myself go to Costco or going on a walk because of these people.
Now, like he says, he can't go on a walk, and I'm like thinking to myself, you can't go to a random woods to walk around. You can't do that. Like, he doesn't tell us what park he goes to, but he could just go to a random like foresty area to walk. He can't do that. Okay.
They literally find a way to be toxic about everything and lie about everything. And as much as I would love right now to just say, all right, guys, here you go. Here's the 100% truth about everything. Here's the mobile games that I do play, and here's the mobile games that I don't play, and here's what I spend money on, and here's what I don't spend money on, and here's actually the name of all my online accounts. The moment I do that, that's the end of any kind of normalcy for me. The world of shit will explode.
Whining.
Because immediately those trolls would use all that information to try to ruin my life in any way, shape, or form. I hope you understand that.
Understand that, dude.
Like, that's how they are.
But, like, again, why would you rope in your real-world accounts into your mobile games? Come on.
They've already, for years, fabricated so much that people can't tell what's fact or fiction because there's so much fabrication out there. Even if I were to try to show evidence of what's true, it wouldn't fucking matter to them. It literally wouldn't. These are people who, no matter what you say or do, the goalpost moves. You understand? So
no, listen to this. He can show whatever. Like, again, the people who are gonna constantly move the goalposts or just not be satisfied. These aren't the people you should be talking about that, because the issue is that he's being accused or whatever of spending a lot of money on mobile games, and his fans probably don't care. Like, literally, email probably doesn't give a fuck. Email is probably gonna still give DSP money. There's people who still give money today that didn't give a shit about it. Like, no one cares. None of his fans care. So why even talk about it? And then if you do, like, who do you want to address with it? Because if he hates the people that are just gonna keep changing their stance and move the goalposts and all this stuff, then don't talk to them.
even if right now I said, here's the truth of the matter, right? And here's everything that's going on.
He should want to be honest to his audience. And if his audience are fine with whatever, then it is what it is.
They would say, "Oh, well, that's bullshit," and that's got to be a lie. He made that up, and he did that. They wouldn't care because they're literally their thing is not, oh, expose DSP for doing something bad. That's not what their shtick is anymore. Maybe
Why is everything a shtick? But like, it's just our shtick, guys, is just sitting there saying this dude is like a clown. Like this is stuff that people shouldn't care about, but it's wild that this dude supposedly dropped like $40,000 into a mobile game, total. Because I feel low key, deep down, DSP probably believes the $40,000 was a one-time payment. I think that's what DSP thinks. That we're accusing it. That we're saying that he dropped 40,000 all at one time, which no one is saying that. No one is saying that he dropped 40,000 at one time. That'd be insane. And I feel that's what he thinks.
at one point, years and years ago, that's what it was. All right, their shtick is cancel DSP and ruin DSP.
If we wanted to cancel him, then wouldn't there be other ways to do that? Like why would we need WWE champions to cancel Phil? Because that's really stupid.
Any means necessary. That's a lot.
Any means necessary.
Saying, oh, there's something that their shtick is cancel DSP and ruin DSP by any means necessary. That's a lot different than saying, oh, there's something that we feel there's something underlying going on wrong here that we need to remedy, or like we're a bunch of vigilantes or whatever. That's those.
Yes, all the trolls feel like vigilantes. We figured it out, guys. He's the Joker, and we're Batman.
Days are long gone. The early days of This Is How You Don't Play, that's what that was. But at some point,
no, it wasn't. Loki, I hate this little like narrative he has for This Is How You Don't Play. That's some like philosophical like, oh, it meant for this, so and that was the point of this. Even though he said that. He said about evil AJ is This Is How You Don't Play is that he misses the point. And I'm like sitting like, no. All the videos were just saying like, look how bad this guy is at playing a game. And DSP is like sitting there telling us what the point of This Is How You Don't Play was, but he didn't make the videos. Like, I didn't make This Is How You Don't Play MGS2, but it was pretty clear that he just wanted to show how bad DSP was at a game. And that was it. It's not like he didn't do it as a vigilante movement, like, oh, I'm gonna show everyone he's bad at this game and we're gonna end him, or whatever. It's just, hey, this dude plays the game bad. And that's it. This whole thing about, like, this little weird narrative he has for This How You Don't Play is kinda weird.
Really became just whatever we can do to ruin Phil's life, we must do.
We must do it.
I really, I mean, honestly, I really wish I could tell you all the shit that they've done to me. But the fact of the matter is that if I told you about it, it gives attention to the shit they've done.
Which is kind of lame because he literally has told us everything. He told us that the trolls tried to annul their marriage. Like, he hypes it up. Guys, get this. The trolls, they tried to annul my marriage. You won't believe it, man. They tried to do this. And then he talked about the cardboard dick. You know, all these things, like, you can literally just go through his content, he'll talk about what trolls have done. And he's telling said, oh, there's stuff like that they do that I don't tell you about. He talks about it all the time, when it happens. It's really hard to believe there's stuff going on that he's not saying.
And with these kind of people, the way that they are up here, how dislodged, how not whole they are in their heads, how messed up they are in their heads, the shit they've done. And with these kind of people, the way that they are up here, how
this is great from hearing this from a guy who has depression, right? Supposedly this dude has depression and he's like, they're not whole and all this stuff, but he has no he has like no empathy, dude. Come on.
How dislodged, how not whole they are in their heads, how messed up they are in their heads. That to them is motivation to do more. And that's why I absolutely refuse to tell you guys about half the shit that they've done to me. Seriously. All right?
Seriously, man.
I'm not going to give them the time of day and the entertainment value they want out of it, because that's what they're looking to do. That's why they do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Did you think that would be enough to shake me? How
You know,
foolish.
so again, you have to understand that when it comes to all this shit, oh, well, Phil reacts to the latest hour-long bullshit documentary that's not a documentary. It's literally all conspiracy theory bullshit. No.
No.
You want me to react to facts?
Now, I love that when he was doing the Rob Gavigan stuff and those Phil reacts, he hyped up conspiracy theory videos. We can watch some conspiracy theory videos. But now he doesn't want to watch like conspiracy theory about him. Huh.
That actually happened on the internet. 100% indisputable happened because it was right here on my stream. It was in one of my videos. I recorded and broadcast it. You want me to react to that? Yes, I will. Because it's undeniable. All right?
Wait, what?
Right here on my stream. It was in one of my videos. You want me to react to factual stuff that actually happened on the internet. 100% indisputable happened because it was right here on my stream. It was in one of my videos. I recorded and broadcast it. You want me to
Okay.
react to that?
The Daily Rap is on your channel and it was recorded and documented on your channel. Right? React to that.
Yes, I will.
Yes, I will.
It's undeniable. All right? But you want me to react to their bullshit? Fuck no. That's giving them credence. That's giving them entertainment factor. All right? That's what they want. They literally want me to sit here and do it. You understand that?
You understand that?
Like, that's literally what they want. Is
So
for
they
me to
want.
sit here and react to it. So that they feel now that they'll back me into some corner I can't get out of. In truth, that's not the case.
You're already in the corner that you can't get out of. The bank leaks showed that he dumped a lot of money on Apple. Unless he's buying a lot of songs and movies and shows. There's that. And then there's the Daily Rap. Like, how can you excuse that? And again, he had years of telling us he never played WWE Champions. He doesn't play the game. I never played it. The trolls say I played it. I never did. He went on like rants about it. How he never did. And DSP's like, well, these fucking guys, they're going off of conspiracy theories, man.
Here's what will happen. To disprove what they're saying will expose more personal information about me, which is exactly what they want. You
But if people want more personal information from him, they either already have it or they could always get it anyway. It's like what hackers do. You can't. There's no such thing as hacker proof. If someone wants your shit, they're gonna get it. Like that's pretty much what it is. When people are motivated to do something, they do it. Come on.
understand? By entertaining anything they say or do in these documentaries and shit, you're entertaining what they're saying. You're giving them the power. Because now, oh, look at this. Phil's reacting to it, and he's saying he's debunking it, right? Oh, he gave a new piece of information that debunks what we said. Oh, but guess what? That's more personal information about him. Here we go. And they jump into
Here
the
we
next
go.
thing. He's saying he's debunking it, right? Oh, he gave a new piece of information that debunks what we said. Oh, but guess what? That's more personal information about him. Here we go. And they jump.
I just wanted this DSP coming in for the hug, dude. He just wants a hug. Will you hug him?
Into the next thing. It's this endless moving of the goalpost. It's just endless. It never ends. Because to them, it's always on to the next, on to the
But
next.
again, like when you address this stuff, like you should just say what you want to say about it. Like, okay, my account in WWE Champions is Purple Nurple, whatever. Like, show that and be like, okay, see, that's my account. And then like that's it. If you're like, oh well, we got your fucking mobile name. Well, then you better run and change the usernames of everything else then. I don't know. Like, again, why would you use your mobile game name to log into your real-world accounts?
Next fucked up thing we can say and do. On to the next thing we can fabricate. These people have made it their business. Some of these people have made tons of money and gotten popularity.
Where's my
doing
money?
it.
Where's my
It's
money
an
about
endless
it? Come
cycle.
on.
It will never end. So
Endless
why
cycle.
even address it? You know what I'm saying? Why? I don't need to. So you guys have to understand that, all right? You have to. That they will always be making new videos about me, okay? And even if that super chatter, maybe it wasn't ill intention what they just said. Maybe it wasn't, okay?
Maybe it wasn't. So are you gonna
who
unban
knows?
him?
Maybe it wasn't ill intention. But here's the real truth of the matter, and here's the
The real
hilarious
truth.
part.
Now we got to the real truth. This is the reality, guys.
About all of this.
The bottom line is this.
Out of all the things that they've said and done about me, the things that are factually true, the little snippets, like I say, it's all based on nuggets of truth. Right?
Nugget of truth,
It's
dude.
literally all based on nuggets of truth. And we know that. They would have no case
So,
if there weren't nuggets.
guys, if I said DSP was, what, a serial killer, is there a nugget of truth to that? Okay.
Truth here or there.
Like, I know why he brings it up. I get it. But he used it in such a general way. And I think that's dumb. Like, he could just say, hey, the stuff they're saying about mobile games, there is a nugget of truth to it, and it's like, I play mobile games. But he says that to everything. He just said, well, like, everything that they say, it's like, well, the trolls say anything.
The nuggets of truth, all right? If you actually listen to what I've said about those nuggets, all right, you would know the truth already. You would already know the full story about everything. Okay? I'll give you just one example.
He says you know the example, but again, like, let's go to Pig Go, right? I don't play mobile games, right? Let's search that. Whatever, I'll just scroll. Yeah, see, May 21st, 2020.
Okay. Number two, I don't play mobile games actively.
He doesn't play them actively, dude. What is this?
All right, I don't play mobile games anymore. There was a time in my life when I absolutely did. When I lived in Connecticut, I was playing a bunch of mobile games at one point, including the Injustice mobile game from the original Injustice game. I was playing a game.
This was in 2020. Years ago, I said I played mobile games. I named it, man. Years ago. 2020, he listed the games.
Was it WWE Legends? It was basically exactly the same as the Injustice game, but with WWE characters in it. I also played WWE Supercard at one point for about almost 2 years. Then I kind of gave up on all those games, and I started playing a slew of other games. I've mentioned them many times on stream. One of them was called Marvel Future Fight.
Other games.
One of them was Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. One of them was Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. At one point I had this Fox card game where it was a bunch of cards that were from Fox cartoon characters like Bob's Burgers against
Babs
King
Burgers.
of the Hill against American Dad, which I thought was a really neat game. But every mobile game I've ever played in the history of playing mobile games has been a time and money sink. What that means is that they are set up exclusively to make you spend money on what are considered gacha pulls.
Gotcha.
It's exactly the same as what we've been doing in Shenmue recently, where you go to that
Shenmue.
you have to pull 1,000,000 times in the hopes that you get something good.
No,
And
look at all like this massive rant he's going on. Like let's move it forward a little bit.
amount of gambling. In addition, most of these games, in order to actually do.
Okay.
Wait, I forgot Hearthstone.
Hearthstone.
I forgot the C version for a while. I completely earn anything good without. Marvel Future Fight was the fairest, even though, admittedly, in order to get anything good, you had to pay to get it right away. You could actually earn the really good stuff in Marvel Future Fight by grinding. It might take 3, 4, 5 months, like no lie. It could take 5 months of grinding in order to actually get something good, but you could get some of the best characters in that game just by grinding. I never played another mobile game where it was like that, where it was always just pay to win. It's really just pay to win, and sometimes it's 100% straight up gambling.
It's so great. He literally is telling us that he only played one game that's on mobile that was fair, and he played all these games that are pay to win.
So, I gave all those games up years ago. Like I said,
Years ago.
definitively, I gave up mobile gaming
Definitively.
when Kat moved in with me.
When Kat moved in, he dropped it. Definitively, when Kat moved in. And look how much effort he had to do to say
She
this.
moved in with me. I said, I am not going to waste time, money, and resources on any of these games when I have a woman now moving in with me who loves me. We're going to have a life together. We got to focus on that. I can't be focused on this other stupid shit, especially because
Had to focus on that. Man.
last year, all right, one of my accounts, I'm not going to give you specifics on anything, one of my accounts was compromised.
One of my accounts?
Troll actually found a way to break through a security system.
This dude is saying it's one of my accounts. So you have multiple bank accounts? That's kind of something.
They broke through it. It wasn't like, oh, I was using a password that was commonly known. They literally found a way to game the security system of this account.
And I think it's because he didn't have a PIN. He didn't set up a PIN, which... Why wouldn't you? It's really dumb. Why wouldn't he set up a PIN for his bank account? Like, you know, everyone talks about how two-factor authentication isn't, like, foolproof, but I kind of think you should rather have you should have that than nothing. It's like, yeah, like someone could break into your house, but you're still gonna lock the door. Like, yeah, they could break in, but or does that mean you're gonna leave the door open? Like, no, you're gonna close it and lock it. So with your bank account, what sense does it make to be like, I'm not gonna set up a PIN?
To get access to it. They used that account to get access to more accounts. And then I started seeing my money go away. That's not good.
Now look at this. Listen to this.
They used that account to get access to more accounts. And then I started seeing my money go away.
This is another good phase. This is So his bank account was leaked last year, and he's like, I noticed my money started to go away last year. But the data that the dude was showing was going on for like, what, a year or two before when that happened. Again, DSP is asking you to believe the meme that he's so dumb. Someone was in his bank account for years spending his money on stuff, and DSP didn't notice until last year. Like, I can understand, like, a few months, you may not have noticed, whatever. But if it's going on for years and you didn't notice, at that point, the dude deserved the money. He earned it. He earned it because you didn't notice. Like, I'm sorry, DSP, do you really want us to think you're a fucking idiot? Come on. This is really stupid.
Did you think that would be enough to shake me? How foolish.
That's not good. All of a sudden, I'm seeing giant payment attempt.
Attempt?
What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this?
So I went into panic mode and I had to go around canceling a million accounts.
Like, this was all stuff that happened already. And to keep it into perspective, from what I understand, like, you know, debit cards, when you're using your debit card or your bank account, you're paying immediately. Like, the money is leaving your account when it's processed, all that stuff. So those transactions were all dated and, like, complete. What he showed. So the damage was already done when it happened. It's not like a credit card where it's like, you know, you're paying it by the credit card bill.
Canceling everything. That's what I tell you about last year. I had my identity stolen. This person went around trying to do all this shit in my name. I had to flag.
So the guy had a time machine and was able to go back in time to make those transactions. like, it's either that or that he's gonna try to tell us that this dude made a whole ass fake ass document, which is kind of wild because he also posted a video of the of the bank account saying what was going on. It doesn't add up. You pretty much have to assume DSP is really stupid and didn't notice his money was going away for years, which makes him seem even more scummy when he was saying, I'm overdrafting my bank account, man. My bank account's overdrafted. And it's like, if you just recontextualize all that's going on, like, I might have said this before in the video I talked about the fucking the bank leaks, but if we are to believe that DSP didn't notice that someone was in his bank account doing all these transactions for years, so when he was going on, like, we accept that. So every time he's talking about his bank account was overdrafting, it didn't seem odd to him that his bank account was being overdrafted so much. Like, if your bank account is empty and you feel like that shouldn't be happening, you're gonna like invest. Like, if I wake up tomorrow and I get a notice in my email saying, Theo, your bank account's empty, I'm gonna be fucking alarmed by that. Because it's like, what the fuck happened? But DSP is telling us that he spent years not knowing and he thought him getting overdrafts were normal? Like, it's asking a lot. It's really asking a lot to think this. Because come on.
Credit report and say, do not allow any new accounts to be made in my name because it's not me. I had to close all my accounts, open all these new accounts. I had to go through months of painstaking repair because half my bills couldn't be paid for 2 months because I had no money because all my stuff was frozen. Okay?
How come Kat couldn't pay the bills? She had a job at this point. Okay.
That's what I went through last year. All right? Now, that's what I went through last year. Anything that else you hear is bullshit. If you hear about, oh, well, this got exposed on the internet because of it, and this got exposed, it's bullshit. They made it up.
How?
It's not true at all. There's so much fabrication out there based on the nugget of truth. So the moment that I start talking publicly about, oh, man, someone, did this to me, there's identity theft. Oh, immediately, all of a sudden, what a coincidence that all this other bullshit comes up on the internet. Oh, look at all this stuff that
He's saying it's a coincidence that it happened and there's all these documents showing where his money went. But all the documents were dated. Okay.
we got all this private information. It's all fake. But that's because they take that opportunity to take the nugget of truth and run with it.
Literally, if you look at the where the money was going, if you just ignore the Apple iTunes transactions and look at the other stuff it went to, it adds up. Because the stuff that it went to was stuff that added up to where he goes. Because he does DoorDash. He talked about DoorDash multiple times. He gets his haircut. He never said where he gets his haircut, but it's like he always says it's a long distance, and people figure that out because of that. Like, it's really not that hard to figure out. Like, you really have to be really stupid to believe what DSP is trying to pull on you, dude.
You see? There's no evidence of the shit that these people are saying. There's only circumstantial shit that they piece together to make this big woven quilt of bullshit. But the only reason that quilt exists is because they plugged the holes with their bullshit and their guesses and their conspiracy theories that aren't true. And that's the fucked up part about it, is I would literally not be able to disprove what they're saying without further exposing myself to risk, right?
To risk, dude.
Seriously, like right now,
like the game.
The biggest thing is that they think that some fucking account of a mobile game was me. It wasn't, and it never was.
Never
but in
was.
their minds, because the account.
But look at this. Someone calls them out. Here.
A silly one took me $1 says, great gameplay. I consider this the newest day. It's like one newest day. That's not a word. I've gone down from the rafters. Okay. I consider this the newest day and I've gone down from the rafters.
I got down from the rafters.
What?
Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
$18 tip. I have no fucking clue what you just said. I've gone down from the rafters.
I love that reaction.
Okay.
Okay. Did he come from Fargo? Okay then.
Uses my Twitter handle, they believe that that account was me. It never was me. But they're going to say that, and they're going to roll with it because, oh, what are the coincidences that one person would have the same name as Darkside Phil, you know, in a mobile
People
game?
literally thought that when it first started. Everyone was saying, well, anyone could make the name. And it's like, yeah, you're right, it could be. But the thing is with a lot of mobile games, they give you the when you log in, they instantly let you connect any account you want. Whatever.
Well, think about it this way. Why the fuck would I use my Twitter handle in a fucking mobile game to begin with? Wouldn't I want to be DSP or DSP Gaming? Or for that matter,
He has literally used, they call me DSP for other mobile games.
wouldn't I want to be a totally different fucking name so no one can find me in a mobile game?
Now DSP says this, and I said this earlier. I don't think DSP is that smart enough to come up with a different name that's not DSP. I just can't see that happening. Because this dude is so dumb. He's so dumb about everything. He really wants us to believe that he wasn't gonna use they call me DSP. Because the meme of like, oh, it could be anyone is the exact excuse DSP would love to do. Because you know, it's the meme. It's also the saying, hiding in plain sight is like the best shit because like no one's gonna think about it. Like no one would think DSP was gonna use his real name in a mobile game. So like it makes sense to me that DSP would just be lazy enough to go with the excuse of saying it's not me because it could be anyone, which isn't necessarily false because when Mixer happened, everyone made accounts within his name, so he wouldn't get the name. So it makes sense that someone would make a WWE Champions account. But the thing is, on top of it all, which is really great, is that he had a WWE Champions account in, 2017? And that was around the time he was kind of open about playing mobile games. Like, during that period. So this account, you could argue, I feel you could argue has been around for a bit. It's all, I
mean, duh.
I just can't see DSP not use his real name. I just can't, his Twitter handle, or any handle with DSP in it. I just can't see that. It's really hard to believe that, in my opinion.
Don't you think I don't want to actually open my phone right now and prove something to you? Because then you know the fucking name I would use in a mobile game or other accounts all over the internet.
But again, but if you're not wailing out, wouldn't people knowing your mobile game accounts literally prove you don't wail out in mobile games though? Because it's either that or he literally links everything to his mobile game account, which is really stupid. Why would you have your bank account username be the same username as your mobile game? Okay.
And guess what they would do? Run all over the internet using that name, find all the accounts, try to hack them, try to ruin my life. You understand? This is what I mean, like, Jesus Christ. It's exhausting living with this shit. It really is. It's incredibly exhausting having to put up with their
constantly
bullshit.
whining.
Because there's no way for me to, again,
Shut
I
the
can
fuck up. God
upon my
damn.
truthful past, things I've done in my videos.
Truthful past. I love this part. Remember this, guys? The truthful past.
Things I've done in my content. I can say, wow, I fucked up there. Look at the stupid thing I said. Look at the dumb way I behaved. You know what I'm saying? And that's
No, he says this, but what's to say in like 2030? DSP's like, look, guys, you know in 2022, people like found out my account, and everyone was saying it was me. And I was like, I said, no, it's not me. And then I was trying to tell you guys that like the bank account leak happened, and that's where all the money went, and that's like that wasn't true either. I had to protect my family.
from Look at this whole world of bullshit they've created outside of my streams and outside of my content that literally is bullshit. It has nothing to do with fact, nothing to do with me, but I can't disprove it because to disprove it would actually expose my real life shit. And now you know they're just gonna go after
See?
it.
Why is your mobile game account linked to your real life shit, DSP? That's like not a good idea. That's like it's really like, imagine you make your social security number your username. It's like that level of stupidity. I'm gonna make a Twitter account and I'm gonna use my social security number as the username. I'm sure that's gonna be great. Blech.
Like they've done with every other thing. You guys don't understand. They tried to annul my marriage. They called my high school to find out if I really was the valedictorian because they didn't believe that I was.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe.
Everyone.
Either that's because a low standard for valedictorian, or there was probably some meme way he got it. Like the dude who was supposed to be the valedictorian was like, nah man, fuck this school, and left. And DSP was the only one that was there. It's like that kind of shit. It's like how he ended up being like the 4th place at Evo. It was some bullshit technicality, pretty much.
Of my utility companies, they called, you know what I mean? Like anyone who I have any interaction with on this planet in the history of my life, these people have contacted. I'm not exaggerating. This has all happened. So now what makes you think that if I open this phone and I show you, here's actually what I do, here's a real mobile game that I play, and here's the account name that I have on there. What makes you think that that wouldn't immediately try to cause more conspiracy theories, more bullshit, try to hack that account, get the account closed, contact fucking,
But wouldn't that help you focus on your wife, dude? Like again, you literally said this in Minecraft.
Money and resources on any of these games when I have a woman I'm moving in with me who loves me. We're gonna have a life together. We gotta focus on that.
See, I agree. DSP has to focus on that. He has to focus on Cat. Hey, where is it? Uh-oh.
And by the way, Kat agrees with me.
He should focus on his wife. I agree.
I can't be focused on this other stupid shit, especially because, as you guys know, I've been in financial trouble
Now
really
this
badly
shocks
the
me.
past couple of years, to the point where I needed your help repeatedly just to keep stuff afloat, to stop my bank account from bouncing, to
Bank account from bouncing, dude. The dude hacked your account, man. That's why it's bouncing.
pay taxes and the like. I don't have money to fucking spend on that shit.
Money?
I don't. So, what the
Man, he's like, I don't have money. My bank account's bouncing. It can't possibly be because someone's in my account. That can't be it. Man, see how fun it is to think either DSP's a fucking idiot, right? Isn't it pretty fun? Because it just makes him seem like a bigger piece of shit. Like literally, DSP puts himself in a way that he always loses. Like not lose in the sense that he's a victim, lose in the sense that he's an idiot.
Of course they will. Of course they will. So why would I do that? That's why. And again, I know I'm addressing the super chatter who got banned because he specifically mentioned the name of the video, which he shouldn't have done. He shouldn't have mentioned the channel and the name of the video. Okay?
So they get unbanned?
But you have to understand, this is why
He didn't get
I
unbanned, did he?
can't talk about any of this shit. It has nothing to do with this stream. It has nothing to do with the content we're about to do. We're about to play Final Fantasy VII and chill and enjoy. What the fuck does the nonsense
Stop
they're talking
this!
about outside of this have to do with reality? Nothing. This is their own insane fabricated world. All right? And what I will say is, if
I'm at a
urge you-
loss for words here.
if you are such a conspiracy theorist, all right, if you just go back and don't look at anything that they made up or said or fabricated, if you are such a conspiracy theorist, all right, if you just go back and don't look at anything that they've made up or said or fabricated, go back to the stuff you can confirm, all right?
Okay.
Go look at the stuff from my videos, my content,
All
things that
right.
I've mentioned from over the years.
Yeah.
All right? And if you put two and two together, you'd probably realize the truth.
DSP, I'm confused about the truth. The truth is confusing. Because literally in January 2020, you said you definitely want to stop playing mobile games. There was a definitive end to that. You want to focus on your wife. You can't play mobile games. They suck. All this stuff about it. And now you're telling me that you've played mobile games? So, what happened? Where's the honesty? And remember that DSP told us that he was the realest motherfucker on the internet, and he's always honest with us now. Like, he's more honest today than he was when he was like a young YouTuber or whatever. But now he's telling us during that time, he lied.
You would. You know, in a nutshell, of course I play mobile games. I've told you guys I do.
I told you guys I do! No, you didn't. Wrong. This
Nonsense that idiots perpetrate on this fucking internet about me spending money on mobile games and other stupid shit. It's all bullshit.
bullshit.
I don't even care about the details that they talk about because it's all such fucking nonsense. I just don't care. I seriously don't.
I don't care.
Attention to it, and that's all I'm saying on the subject of mobile games because that's the truth. That's what I told you guys a million times.
That's the truth. That's the truth. It's the truth. He never plays mobile games. DSP really desperately wanted to spin this in a way that's like, it's like, okay. It's like I'm playing Skullgirls, right? Huge fan. And then like one day I go on stream and I'm playing Guilty Gear. And so is this Theo. We figured it out. You love Skullgirls. You played Skullgirls Second Encore. It's like, that's what he wants. So then when he told me this, like, yeah, I played it yesterday. Yeah, I like Skullgirls. I played it yesterday. Like, literally, it's like me coming on. Like, look at the shirt I'm wearing, guys. Theo, I think you like Skullgirls. What? What made you think that? Why do you think I like Skullgirls so much? Wow. Yeah, I have a shirt. Like, that's what DSP wanted this to be. To be like, yeah, I played mobile games. Phil, we figured out you play mobile games. Yeah. But that's not what happened. That's not the case, like, at all. Because he spent painstaking effort to tell us he doesn't play mobile games. He went out of his way to tell us that. And then people are like, well, Phil, you do play mobile games. He's like, well, I told you guys I do. Like, there were, like, a few random streams. He randomly said he does, and then other streams he said he doesn't. It's literally, as I say, DSP will just say whatever, and he will not think about it ever again. He'll say whatever you want to hear, or whatever, or he wants you to hear, and then he'll not think about it. So, like, when he's talking about games coming up, he'll say games, but that doesn't mean shit. Like, he's like, oh, Beta is coming out in October, right? Play that, man. And then, like, the next stream, you know what? Beta 3 comes out in October. I'm not gonna play it again. You know, the game looks like shit. It's pretty bad. You know, I'm not into it. Then Nintendo's at a big event, like E3 comes around. Oh, Beta 3's at E3. Maybe I will play the game, man. And then Beta 3 is gonna come out. I'm not gonna play it, man. God of War is coming out. That's how inconsistent this fucking guy is.
I've admitted it publicly. I've told you guys, yeah, I play mobile games, but I'm not going to tell you what ones I play. I'm not going to give you my account names, because if I did, they'd fucking try to fuck without all of it. You understand? They would try to ruin it for me, okay? I've literally told you guys this already in videos just like this. I've mentioned it before, and I'll say it today. I say that. Guess what? They'll forget about this, that I mentioned this, and then tomorrow...
I think you're the one that will forget about it, DSP. Because, again, I remember videos of you saying in painstaking way that you don't play mobile games. And now you're telling us you do.
Haha, we have evidence Phil plays mobile games. Like, but I told you I did. Alright? Now.
But you also tell us you don't play WWE Champions. And people are saying you play the game. And look at the goal. DSP moved the goalpost. The thing he says trolls do. Because at this point in time, The trolls were just focusing on, hey, he played WWE Champions. The game is that he doesn't play. And he's like, well, no, man. Like, I do play mobile games. But that's not what it's about.
Do I spend insane, over-the-top, ridiculous amounts of money on mobile games? No, I do not. That's ludicrous. I don't have the money to fucking spend. I've told you that.
I honestly think DSP's that guy where he opens in a mobile game and he sees something priced like $2, $10, and he's thinking to himself, hey, this is nothing. Okay, $10. But then, like, another stream comes, another day comes. Hey, this thing's $10. Why not? And then the next week, hey, $50. Why not? I guarantee that's what DSP does. Because that's how mobile games, like, get you and shit. You always think, like, oh, it's a small amount, and then you're just kind of pumping money in.
All my money is going to bills, back taxes, responsibilities I have. If I had money, I'd be spending it on my family. I wouldn't be spending it on a dumb fucking game. And all the shit that they fucking say about this is so...
I don't know, DSP. You said that you want to focus on your family. You can't risk playing mobile games. And now you're playing mobile games. Huh.
hurtful. Because I want better for my family. I do.
I want better for my
can't have
family.
better for my family because of the situation I'm in right now. I'm hoping that things will get better.
He tells us that he has a great life with his family, and now he's saying that his family is not great. They don't want kids. They don't even want to try to get kids. Like, what's better for his family at this point? Like, literally think about this. Listen to what he just said. He wants better for his family. They have a house. They have a cat. They have food. That's not enough? I mean, some people have none. Some people don't have a house.
Better, moving forward in the next few years, that this YouTube channel will grow, that maybe inflation will get better, that things will get a little bit better.
Inflation,
and
baby.
I won't be in the situation I'm in. You know what I'm saying? But it's just utter fucking stupidity. Like, literally, the video that they keep referencing, July 23rd Daily Wrap. I've told you I play mobile games, you fucking idiots. I outright said it over and over. I've said I play them, all right?
Did you think that would be enough to shake me? How foolish.
This is so stupid. They bring up the Daily Wrap? Like, I told you I play mobile games. But DSP, you've literally yelled and cried and hollered how you don't play WWE Champions. We caught you playing the game. And he moved the goalposts to saying, well, I do play mobile games. I never said I didn't, idiots.
But I don't do what you say I do, and I'm not who you say I am in those games. It's so dumb. I've literally admitted this. I said it in videos. I said, yes, I play mobile games, but I'm not telling you which ones. I'm not.
The Minecraft video, I'm not gonna keep playing it because it's gonna inflate the time, dude. But the Minecraft video, he fucking says, did Charles say I like this game? No, I don't play that game. When Cat moved in, I want to focus on my family. And all this stuff, like, it's kind of funny, right? It's like 2020 DSP was Mr. Family Man. Like, he really loved his wife. And then this DSP, it's like, he hates everything. Jasper sucks. He's an attention whore. Fuck that dumbass cat. Wants attention all the time. Cat's playing her games on the TV. I can't watch my shows, so I gotta play mobile games. But he wants better for his family. Like I've said this before, I don't understand why, like, DSP makes his life sound like shit. He tells us he loves his wife and cat, but every time he describes what's going on with them, it sounds awful. It sounds horrible. Like he makes Jasper sound like an asshole, like a terrible cat. He makes Cat seem like she doesn't give a shit about him. But he tells us that it's a great life. Okay.
I'll give you my account name. I'm not stupid. So I won't, right now, I will not turn on my phone and show you, here it is, here's all the, I'm not dumb. You know what I mean? But again, this is what I mean. This is what they say and do. They say, oh, you see, Phil's phone lit up in a video with Jasper and it showed a mobile game. And?
It's the mobile game you said you don't play. Specifically, like specifically, he told us he doesn't play WWE Champions. And he really wants this to be a moment where he has said, I play mobile games. And then people are like, we figured out you play mobile games. But it's like, that didn't happen. You're literally caught playing a game you said you didn't play specifically. This is really stupid, and it's kind of obnoxious that he's acting this way about it. Like, he thinks that he got a big gotcha moment, and it's not. It's not a moment at all for him. It's really, it's not insulting, but it's kind of like, you really think, you know what? No, he does think this. He thinks you're dumb. He thinks everyone on the internet are a bunch of idiots. So he could say whatever and people will go with it. Because that's how little he thinks of anyone. His fans, his trolls, normies, anyone. They're all idiots. So he could say this and it will be fine. Because no one is gonna think with their brain. Wait, but the game that's in the daily wrap is a game DSP specifically said he doesn't play. And it's wild, no one in his chat has called him out on that. During this, and onwards. They call him out on all this other weird ass shit about mobile games, but not that? Like, this dude went on years, and years, and years about how he doesn't play the game. Like, let's even see. I want to see what Final Fantasy is. What will we say about this?
I don't have any recommendations for mobile games. I don't play mobile games anymore, but my wife has been playing Animal Crossing.
Oh. Well, the wife has been playing Animal Crossing. WWE Champions. Oh, you know, I can't do this because it's gonna get all this other weird shit. Mobile game. Maybe if I do that. Mobile game WWE Champions. I don't. Damn it. Again, like, the only issue I have with Pig Go, it's based on YouTube's captions, and DSP marble mounts everything, so he could literally say, like, my card is purple, and you'll be like, and then the thing will, and then YouTube will think he said, like, beans are cool. Whatever.
And what?
And
what? What is the fucking point?
What's your
It proves
point?
nothing. You fucking idiots. I'm so tired of it. Oh, we finally got him red-handed. Red-handed what? Doing what I told you I do?
I do?
What does that have to do with this podcast? What does that have to do with Final Fantasy VII?
What does it prove? It proves you play a game you said you didn't play. This is, like, lame. Again, imagine I'm, like, playing, like, Digital Devil Saga, and then someone says, Theo, we got you. You play Skullgirls, second encore. And I'm like, yeah. I streamed it a few times, yeah. But see how much, like, nonsense that would be versus what's going on here?
Nothing.
Nothing.
There's no crossover at all. It
Did
has
you
nothing to
think
do
that
with
would be
any of
enough
it.
to shake
So why
me?
the fuck do you keep
How
bringing it up?
foolish.
Because you're losers. You grasp at straws. This is your life, is to create conspiracy around
I'm
me.
at a loss
to
for
try
words
to cause
here.
this drama and keep pushing your fucking narratives that are bullshit. And I'm tired of it. I am.
I'm
fucking
tired of it, man.
Oh my god. It's just like insane.
Insane, man.
And now, of course, what they'll do. Here we go.
Here we go.
Well, Phil, Big expose. Phil admits he plays mobile games, which I've already done in the past. I've already outright.
Wrong. 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 He went really into how he doesn't play mobile games because again he used his family to prove he doesn't play mobile games. When Kat was moving in, he really went out of his way to say, "Well, when my girlfriend moves in, I am not gonna play mobile games, man. I gotta focus on her." I mean, we saw that in the Minecraft video, but he said in a way more cringy ass way in the past, and he's like, "I've always said I play mobile games."
Said this. But what about the times when Phil said he doesn't play these particular mobile games? Well, let me think about this.
Let me think.
If I'm just trying to have a fucking normal day, all right, on a stream, I'm trying to have a good day with my audience that doesn't care about this shit that you guys keep talking about because you're losers, right? Maybe I'd say, listen, what's the better option? Sit here and talk about it for half an hour like I just did, or just say, I don't play mobile games. Fuck this. You know, don't listen to them.
Dude, if you really go out of your way to watch all of the times DSP tells us he doesn't play mobile games, does it ever end that quickly? No. He goes on tangents about how he doesn't play mobile games. Like literally, like when he was doing vlogs talking about like the drama that's going on with Bills or the shower head, whatever, he always said, "The trolls think I play mobile games. I don't play mobile games." Like whatever. And he would go on minute or like rants yelling about it. And he's telling us that, well, I said I didn't play mobile games because it was easier. So he lied. But if you listen to the same pre-stream, he also tells you if you look back at the truthful past, you'll figure it out. Bitch, you just said you lied. So how can we figure anything out? Anything could be a lie. Because this is the issue that DSP has, which makes it really hard to listen to him. Some people literally will not don't go with what DSP says specifically because he lied so many times it's hard to believe him. He's such a bad faith person to listen to because you don't know what's honest and what's a lie. The fact that he just tells you straight up, "Yeah, I lied." Like, what's to say he's not lying about this? Like, it's kind of me. It's kind of nonsense. And I know this is what DSP wants because, again, DSP can say, "Well, see what I mean? It doesn't matter what I say." And it's, like, really lame because imagine you're being a fan for this guy and this is how he talks about the stuff you might be curious to hear about. He tries to gaslight you and confuse you just because he has trolls. It kind of shows a lot of disrespect to the people who really give him the benefit of the doubt, and that's not really great. It's not a great look.
Right? What's the quicker option? Just say, fuck it, I don't do it. And then people, all right, now we can stop talking about it today, right?
Did people stop talking about it when he did that? No. People still talked about it and got banned for it. You think it just stopped? I mean, it got to the point where, like, the dude who tipped Newest Day and Down from the Rafters, that guy, there was a whole meme going on where people were, like, organically integrating his champion's name and his faction name into their tips. And DSP just kept reading it, not thinking about it. Like, one was saying, "Hey, Phil, I'm feeling kind of useless today," or whatever. And I think we should have an emote that's the gun show. And he'd be like, "The gun show? So you think the gun show is like a loophole for guns? And like, what would that be? Me holding guns? Or me doing this?" And the stuff that he responds to that, for example, it's like the same way he reacts to when people like tip him troll shit. He reads it so literally and he goes overboard with it.
You know, I just had enough. I had
I had
fed
enough
up with the bullshit. I am, you know?
Snake laugh, dude.
I'm saying too much. I literally haven't said anything.
I haven't said
Literally in this
anything.
moment.
In this
On
moment.
podcast, I've not said anything I've not said before. And that's what I mean. If you go back and you actually look at my videos.
If you, after I told us he lied, if you go back and listen to what I said, you'll figure it out.
The years in this.
So you lied about wanting to focus and spend time with your girlfriend? So this whole thing was a lie. This whole thing. I want to go back because now I want to. It's very important we listen to it.
Money or spending an insane amount of time grinding. I would say in order to get anything good, you had to pay in order to actually get something good, but you could get some of the best characters gambling. So I gave all those games up years ago. Like I said, definitively, I gave up mobile.
Definitively?
When Kat moved in with me. When she moved in with me, I said, I am not going to waste time, money, and resources on any of these games when I have a woman now moving in with me who
So he lied that he wants
loves me. We're going to have a life together. We got to focus on that.
we gotta focus on life together. So that's a lie? Wow. DSP is such a piece of shit. He tricked a girl to move in with him, and then it was like, and didn't mean at all that he wants to focus on the life he was gonna have with her. Wow, what a piece of shit. This is what DSP wants us to believe because he's telling us he lied when he told us he doesn't play mobile games and all this stuff. So he lied about this. This is a lie. Wow. I feel really bad for Kat. She's in an abusive relationship. She needs to get out of there. That place is toxic, dude. Poor Kat. You know, maybe someday she'll get out. You know, it's gonna be hard though. You know.
But I've said in them. I've already said all of this. It's already been said. I just said, what was it, like a month ago? I said, yeah, I play mobile games, but I'm not going to tell you guys what they are because you know what would happen, right? I'm not stupid. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing or whatever. You know what I mean?
Sad, man.
See, I agree. Holixification says, I don't think you owe anyone any.
I agree.
I agree with you.
Of course he agrees, and even though technically that is true, he doesn't owe an explanation. But again, he focuses on the trolls. Like, he has a whole dubstep gun for Snow Curl specifically. And I'm like, dude, you have viewers there that are there to watch you and have fun with you. And you're giving all his attention to fucking trolls. He has a whole fucking dubstep gun. He does a little dance for Snow Carl. To just say no and that he's annoying and he's a troll. He does a dance for him. Like, in a way, it's kind of punishing his viewers to address Snow Carl. It's kind of wild. Because Snow Carl loves the attention. And DSP gives him all his attention. And like, this one guy's like, you don't owe us a thing. All he had to say about this was, I'm not going to watch the Secret Life video. And leave it at that. That's all he had to say.
Problem is that there's so many idiots on the internet that to them, rather than focus on the fact that Phil is a 14-year-long content creator.
But again, if you think these people are stupid, why are you ranting, explaining it to them? If these are people you don't want to talk to or whatever or address, why are you doing this for them? And then he goes on to say, well, they're going to tell this to other people. And I'm like, okay, people have been doing that regardless. And yet you have Email who gives you money. You have Darth Revan who gives him money just to talk about fucking cat tips and all this stuff. Like, he has whales, regular whales. So it's kind of obvious if there's going to be people who are going to support DSP, they're going to still support him. So why should he care about what the trolls think?
Old guys, he's still here today. He has an engaged fan base. He's positive about life these days. You know what I mean? Everything's so much better in his content. His fans are engaged and have fun. They have to create this toxic atmosphere and then try to draw other people into it. You know? For over a week, it's every day. It's the same spam shit in the chat. And it's nothing new and it's nothing that proves anything. It's just stupidity. It's fucking stupidity.
It's stupidity. Man.
So here, allow me to give you a final summary.
Oh my god,
alright?
a
This
summary.
will be the final summary on this bullshit.
We are 25 minutes. Now we're 25 minutes in. This is
Now
it,
people can say
guys.
Phil finally addressed it.
Phil
okay?
finally addressed
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, do I play mobile games casually? Yes, I do. All right? I'll tell you more than one. I play more than one mobile game casually in my free time.
More than one?
Which is not a lot, but every once in a while there's a little bit of
Now,
time to kill or-
now this dude, right? He's like, well, I play on my limited free time, man. It's not a lot. But this dude cries about how, like, he wants to spend more time with his wife and all this, like, his time with his wife is so precious, right? It got to the point where I think it was Dacky Smurf that proposed you should do a tier 2 sub goal, members goal, to hang out with Kat. And I'm like, so DSP has to be paid to spend time with Kat. That's what you're saying. Wow. I mean, I guess Kat's not that good unless you get paid for it. I mean, it would be kind of hype. Imagine you get paid to hang out with someone that you're gonna hang out with anyway. But this dude goes on saying, "Oh, I really want to hang out with Kat, man. It's so hard, man." And then he's like, "Yeah, I play multiple mobile games." Wow. He really loves his wife, huh?
maybe
And
I'm,
his cat.
relaxing with my wife. I'll grind in a mobile game or whatever it may be. Okay.
Really values the time he has with his wife by grinding in a mobile game. Pretty cool, huh?
Exorbitant amounts of money in mobile games. No, I do not. And I never have.
No, you
the
do
last
not.
time that I actually spent a good amount of money in a mobile game, and this is me being truthful with all of you,
Truthful?
would be actually one time when I was
when did I waste my money? Jesus, tell me.
playing Dokkan Battle, when I really wanted this particular stupid fucking, version of whoever it was, Goku or Piccolo or whatever.
Goku,
And I was really
Piccolo.
trying to get them, and I remember I spent money pulling, and that was like the last time when I was like, this is fucking stupid.
This
Like,
is
what am
stupid,
I doing
man.
for what? For this game? You know what's funny about that?
And
is-
yet, now you look at that, right? And you think naturally that would just burn you away from mobile games. Like, I played mobile games that were that, and that drove me away. The only reason why I have Skullgirls Mobile on my phone is just so that, like, I could do the origin story for the characters, because that game, it does have a story mode, and it goes into the backstory of all the characters in Skullgirls, which I wanted to know. But the thing that made me drop it is just that I couldn't beat the AI. It's like, yeah, this AI is too good, and all the characters I wanted to use all had to refresh. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna play this game anymore. The other game I played a lot of was Dr. Mario World. That was the game I didn't spend any money on because I was just farming the diamonds they give you every time you log in. So it's like, okay, I'll just log in, fuck around, and I'll just keep, building this diamond every day. Like, it's not a big deal. So that was going on. Then that game got shut down, so I didn't have to worry about that game anymore. But that was pretty much it. But I would never go on and go back to playing a mobile game because it's like, between Skullgirls and Dr. Mario World, I would say Dr. Mario World was way more predatory in comparison because Skullgirls, I at least felt like they would give you decent cards for free. And I just stopped playing it because of the AI. Meanwhile, Dr. Mario World seemed a little too predatory with how it's designed the maps and all this stuff. So it's like, okay, whatever. I also dropped Skullgirls because you needed an online connection to play it, and I was on an airplane, and I couldn't play it because it needed to connect to online. And I'm like, okay, this sucks. The whole point I wanted it was so that I could play Skullgirls wherever I go. And then that became the Switch version, pretty much.
Years later, I went
But
back to
like,
try to.
you see, like, I do this stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm done playing it, and I've not played a mobile game since. Like, again, I think the only one I have is Skullgirl still on my phone. I haven't deleted it because I leave it there just for the meme when I do DST videos now. But I don't play other mobile games because I don't like the idea that some of them can be pretty predatory. And sure, some of them aren't. But it's like, I don't want to do that. And these games have always heated my phone up. and it's like I don't want to spend a game, play a game that's gonna burn my phone pretty much.
To play Dokkan Battle just to see what would happen with it because I hadn't played it in years. The account's gone. So I guess what happens in Dokkan Battle is back then you couldn't even back up your account. There was no way to back it up. Like you couldn't link it to anything. And I didn't play it for a while. And I went to.
He logged in to see what would
up,
happen.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's just gone. It doesn't exist. It doesn't tie into anything with my like Apple account or anything. So it's just gone. So all that time I spent playing the game, money that I invested in it years and years ago like an idiot, it's gone. Just.
Now, you listen to this and he's like, oh, yes, don't. Bad of an idea it is to invest in that. But you could also have the opposite lesson learned, where DSP will now play a mobile game, fearing that that could happen. Like, he's playing WWE Champions, and he could sit there and be like, oh, fuck, if I stop playing this game, I might lose my account. And that could be like a lot of work he did for that account. So it wouldn't benefit him to stop playing the game. You see the problem? So, like, he says that, oh, I learned my lesson with Dokkan Battle. But the lesson he learned might not be the one that he's saying he learned. It could have been the opposite lesson.
So it's like, wow. I would definitely keep doing that. That sounds like something
And
smart to
you can even look at how he handles any other game. When he plays the game and something bad happens, he never learns what to do. When the game crashes on him or glitches out, he doesn't learn, oh, I should have saved time and just quit the game immediately and load it back up. It's always, what do I do? Like, it's like he grugs it out. He smashes the controller. He doesn't learn. He played Call of Duty, and LSB brought this up a lot. He would go through like a path in Call of Duty, die in a hallway, do the exact same thing again and again and again. Like he wouldn't like do something different that might not get him killed. He would do the same shit like a drone. So he's saying, well, my Dokkan account got deleted, so like I learned my lesson there. The same way you learn lessons in Call of Duty, where you just do the same thing over and over. So he's loading up WWE champions and just continuously playing the game.
do, right? All right, but anyway. So, do I play some mobile games casually in my free time? Yes, I do.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely, I do. All right, you even probably know about a couple of these because I've probably casually mentioned them over the years. But that's the thing. The facts are there, but people don't want to listen to the facts. Instead, they just want to believe their own bullshit, okay? But, no, I am not the same, all right, as what people say about me. No one knows about any of my accounts in any mobile games. None. None of them have ever been exposed on the internet. No one knows any of them. Thank God. Because if they did, you know what would happen. The moment they figured them out, they'd try to probably cancel the accounts, get me in trouble with the, you know what I mean? They would likely try to do that shit, okay? So
yeah, man.
They don't know.
They're gonna make me spend time with my wife, man. Horrible, horrible. The trolls would delete my account, and that would force me to spend time with my fucking wife. What a nightmare. Horrible reality, man. Ugh.
Oh shit. Everything that they make up is just that. It's all made up. Or it's based on a nugget of truth. Like, oh, we saw Phil playing a mobile game. Because I do play them, but it's not what they say. They lie to try to blow shit up and make false situations out of it.
You're
so
confused.
They have something else to talk about today because there's nothing going on dramatic on my stream today. You know what I mean? It's fun.
This isn't dramatic.
It's chill. It's interesting.
This is
It has
chill.
nothing to do with what they're saying. It's bullshit.
This is chill.
They're literally lying constantly. Okay?
They're lying. It's not true.
That's the deal, and I'm just tired of it. All right? I'm not gonna ever give you any further information of this because, like I said, it just puts me at risk. I literally cannot go to Costco and broadcast myself at Costco because they would fucking do something fucked up. No, I'm not gonna do my fitness journey online because they would do something fucked up with that. I'm sure. No, I'm not gonna tell you.
Like, what are we gonna do? He could go to a random like hiking trail and do that, and not tell us the trail he's on.
Mobile games I play, I'm not going to tell you what accounts I have with various different companies. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not stupid. They will fucking try to fuck my life up. So no, you're not gonna get any of that information.
Imagine saying that if someone fucks with your mobile game, that's fucking your life up. That's kind of like rough, man. Because that's kind of saying your life is mobile games. Do you really want to brag about how your life is a mobile game? Okay.
All right, but at this point, I have now addressed it. All right, that's all you're ever getting. No more. Enough of their bullshit. I'm not gonna, don't tell me about the next documentary, the next expose. They can go fuck themselves, right up their fucking asses. Because that's all they are.
And
They're
by
a
the
bunch
way,
of fucking
Kat
losers.
agrees with
They're
me.
messed up here. They think what they're doing is funny or meaningful.
Funny?
Or some kind of crazy.
I don't think what I'm doing is funny. I think what you're doing is funny. You got it wrong. I don't think I'm funny at all. I think he's funny. I mean, just listen to what he's saying. But I'm fucked up in the head, guys.
They can go fuck themselves, right up their fucking asses. Because that's all they are. They're a bunch of fucking losers. They're messed up here. They think what they're doing is funny or meaningful or there's some kind of crazy crusade.
I love that everything has to be meaningful to him. Yes, this video is very meaningful. We had a meaningful time.
Haters for the internet, they're nuts.
They're nuts.
Anyone who would entertain that shit is fucking nuts. You're here to chill with me. You're here to have a good time with games, to enjoy a fun podcast. Why the fuck do you care about shit in my personal life that has nothing to do with any of that?
Again, the people who are there to watch him and genuinely like him are there. But he's talking. He did all this rant for people who don't like him. Why?
Why? Why?
Why?
Do you care? Think about that for 1 second. Wait a minute. Why? If you, I like this.
Because I want you to be honest, DSP. Now this dude, right? He's saying, "Oh, why do you care what I do, man?" But he goes out of his way to talk about how other people act online. Like he cries about Neil Druckmann every day. Every time he talks about Last of Us, Neil Druckmann, he did this on Twitter the other day, and you won't believe what he fucking said. And it's like, why do you care what Neil Druckmann did? Neil Druckmann made a tweet talking about how people were bigots about Last of Us 2 and all that. Which, like, to me, it's like he's addressing actually the people who are being, like, homophobic, bigots, pretty much. And that's who he was addressing. And DSP was like, he said this tweet, and he said this, and all that stuff. Can you believe he fucking said that? Why do you care what he tweets about, DSP? It's his Twitter account. Like, this is what's so, like, nonsense. He wants everyone to leave him alone, but he'll get into everyone's shit about what they do online. Like, I did not like that Troy Baker was gonna do an NFT. Like, yeah, I didn't like that he did that. But, like, that's my opinion. But DSP made it, like, some personal vendetta that he did an NFT on his Twitter account. He's like, he went to his Twitter and he did this, man. But then it says, leave me alone. Why do you care? The same reason you care about what Neil Druckmann does, buddy.
I like their music. Why the fuck do you care about every piece of their personal life? What is wrong with you? That's obsession. You need help. Stop with that shit. Seriously. Stop. Get help.
Get help.
Piece of their personal life. What is wrong with you? That's obsession. You need help.
Now, the people who want to know their personal life about musicians and all this stuff, it depends. Like, I know what he's saying. Like, the people who, like, stalk musicians, like, do creeper shit, stalker shit. But those are stalkers and all that stuff. But if I, like, I want to know what, like, MC Bat Commander does. Like, what does he do? Other than, like, sing for the Aquabats. Like, I know he ran a show. Like, he did, Yo Gabba Gabba. Obviously, the Aquabat Super Show as well. Like, that's what he does. And that's interesting. But I'm not sitting here like, I need to go to where he lives, man.
Stop with that shit. Seriously. Stop. Get help. You need it. Okay? You need fucking help. If you're gonna be in that seriously crazy about it, alright? You gotta get help. Alright. We're done talking about it now. It's over. I'm not addressing it any further. I got it off my chest. Enough of that bullshit. Alright? You want to keep bringing up nonsense? I already addressed it. Watch. the Level 1 podcast from August 3rd, 2022. And if that's not good enough for you, go fuck yourself. I don't care about you. Okay.
You did a whole video about it, though. So you do care about me. Man.
End Times re-upped their membership for 14 months. Thank you so much, End Times, for that. I appreciate that. Okay. Here we go. Captain Wiseman did a super chat. He says, you know what will give you support? Admitting you have a gambling problem and getting to rehab. When I have problems, I admit them. I've told you, I used to be an alcoholic.
Dude, he told us he was an alcoholic years after he was an alcoholic. When I have a problem, I tell you. Yeah, everyone who has a problem always says they have a problem, right? Okay.
Outright admitted this on streams. I used to have problems with rage and emotion in my life.
He never admitted that, though.
If I have these problems,
Whatever.
I'll admit them. All right? What you're saying is fucking fabricated bullshit.
Like, literally, if you go back in time, it's like even in like 2015, he was yelling at people saying, I'm not a drinker. Whatever. But I'm sure if you told DSP in 2010, hey Phil, you're an alcoholic, he would say, no, I'm not, you fucking idiot. I drink, yeah, but I'm not an alcoholic, you fucking dimwit. But guys, he would tell us if he was, man.
Not real. And I'm not gonna fucking fess up to your fucking narrative because you're stupid and you believe
Stupid.
it. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see here. An anonymous $1.50 tipper says you're speaking truth. Really? He's the one time you spoke about eating sushi at a strip mall. Kiwi.
The key first figured out, yeah.
People are like, Phil, you gotta go over there because there's real bad shit about you.
Why would you want it? Well, yeah, okay. Check out Kiwi Farms DSP. Go there.
It's fucking gross being.
It's
over
gross
there. It
over
really
there.
is. So I'm not going over. I believe you, but I'm not gonna confirm. Let's put it that way. An anonymous $2 tipper says, "Did you see the Pokemon Direct from today? New information." On Scarlet.
Why the fuck would he watch a Pokemon Direct? You think he likes fucking games?
I have not seen information from the. Pokemon
Are you
Direct
new?
This morning. I did not see it.
Are you new?
Okay. Only
You
you
think
to me $2. Okay, not the biggest tip. We already had Nico earlier. It says, would you play Smash or Street Fighter 5? I know you say they're dead games. Isn't that technically the Anniversary Collection dead games packaged in a new bundle?
How is Smash a dead game though? Whatever.
No, it's not a matter that they're dead games. It's a matter that to play them, I would have to play them a lot to get back to any kind of competitive level. There's a difference between just play Street Fighter 5. Okay, I turn it on, I play for an hour, lose 1,000,000 times.
He plays fucking bum-ass Ryu, but the thing is that, like, he yells how these games are easy and, like, take no time to learn them, and then he's like, well, it'll take me a long time to learn them, man.
Wins, and that's it. What was the point? What you want me to do is learn Street Fighter 5, so when I play it, there's actually good gameplay there and interesting insight. You don't just want to see me turn on a game and lose, because I don't even understand anything in it, right? What's the point? What's the point of turning on a game for an hour just to fucking suck at it and lose and never play it again? Right? But no, that's why I don't play those games. It takes too much time and investment to begin. Here we go. DSP lies about mobile games. Tip $1.50 says, you exposed yourself in a video with Jasper the other week. You're a fucking idiot. I just explained it. You're a done.
You're a fucking idiot. I do play mobile games. Okay? Idiot. Even though I said I never played WWE Champions, but I said it.
Snowcrawl to $1.50 says, I just got here. The stream is in an uproar.
Snowcrawl just got here. Sure, buddy.
Because someone did a super chat about it, and it was on topic of what we were talking about, and I had enough of their bullshit, and I said, let's just fucking get it out of the way.
Now, like I said, I had enough of their bullshit. One dude super chat. Like, look how negative that dude got over time. Because at first, like, he said this that he shouldn't have. He said something that was a no-no word. And then now it's like, yeah, this guy said bullshit, I got tired of it.
I did, and now we're done with it. And I'm happy I did, because now I can feel more relaxed and not have to worry about their bullshit. Okay?
I don't know.
Right.
Today, which is Friday when I'm recording this, he had a whole other meltdown about mobile games, which was also pretty weird. Because he had these weird moments that was just like, I played a mobile game, Marvel, did I play it? Like, he was like shaking. It was really weird, and I was like, dude, this does not make you look good. Like, imagine you watch like Better Call Saul, and like, Saul's client is like they're shaken. You think Saul Goodman's gonna be like, probably gonna be like, oh fuck me.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $7 more in tips. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
All right, and Zane did a super chat. It says common DSP win. There you go. Thank you, Zane.
Kevin, now look at this. This dude says, DSP, I love you, pretty much. Like, DSP, you win. Yeah, I win, man. Okay, whatever, man. This guy said this? Okay, let's talk about it for 40 minutes.
And you know what someone just said? Drama content is killing.
And then he goes into it to drama content.
YouTube. You want to know what the sad fact about all this is? If YouTube didn't allow that shit, if they didn't allow drama, unsubstantiated slander, defamation, if they just had balls and said, this is not what we want on our site.
Balls.
Business website. So we want business-related content on here that's,
DSP cried, has all these rants about YouTube. YouTube used to be a site you used to upload videos to, and you could have fun and show your creativity, all this stuff. And now he's telling us that YouTube should have balls to run they should want their videos to be business videos, business related. I fucking hate DSP about this kind of stuff because DSP is the kind of guy that would always defend the corporate CEO decisions. Like the whole thing with HBO Max, I had a whole rant about HBO Max the other day. Gonna try to not do that again. But DSP would defend what's going on there. I guarantee he would. Like when Netflix increases their subscription prices, DSP would probably say, it sucks, but like listen, Netflix is a business, and they're losing members, so like they have to increase revenue, man. Like, this dude is such a yes man for corporate CEO boomer ass decisions. It's like today he was talking about the Game Pass family plan, and I honestly can't understand why the fuck, like his take on it. I don't know why they would do that. Like people are gonna give $15 a month anyway, so like why would they want to like pay $7 a month? I was like, dude, listen to what you're saying. Wouldn't you rather, like, pay less for a service you love instead of paying more? And it's like, no, because DSP is a corporate CEO boomer LARPer. He wants to be that guy. He wants to be that boomer ass CEO executive. That's why he has his hair combed back and all this, and he has like weird ways he talks. Because that's what he wants to be. That's his dream job. But he wants to wear pajamas doing it.
Factual shit. We don't want people just insulting people or if they just put their foot down and actually clean.
And DZ says this, but he's not thinking the ramifications it might have on anyone. Because what's to say what is hurtful content, what is bad content? Because right now, YouTube does do things that are based on that, and they're not always like accurate all the time. A lot of people have issues with how YouTube polices their site. It's the same with Twitch. Like, what's to say this? And DSP is saying this as he lost his partnership on Twitch for hateful slurs. And DSP is saying they just have the boss to take the channels down. Yeah. So what's to say Susan is gonna wake up one day and say, well, you know what, the Darks Vidal guy? He's a harmful guy. Get rid of him. But he doesn't think that. He just thinks on the surface level of what it is and thinks it's gonna work out. It never works out.
Up their site, literally this would all go away overnight. All the drama, all the shit, all the stuff that's all been said about me in the years, it's all because they allow it.
And it wouldn't go anywhere because the stuff about WWE champions was propagated and pushed. It's still pushed outside of YouTube. Twitter, Facebook, forums, Reddit, Kiwi Farms, wherever. Anywhere. So even if, let's say, YouTube does do this, it's not gonna stop people from talking about it.
Now, insulting, untrue shit to be just thrown all over the fucking website. This shit doesn't fly in other places. Did you know in India, if you do this, you go to jail?
Now,
Yeah.
the India stuff is a meme. Because today he's saying this, like, oh, yeah, you go to jail for defamation, man. But, like, 2 weeks ago, he's like, yeah, India, they do this. Even if you're being honest, even if you're being truthful, you'll be in jail, man. It's wild. But today, since he hates the trolls and he wants to be a victim, it's great over there. Man, it's really like this dude doesn't believe what he tells you in any given time. At any given time.
Yeah. In India, if you say shit like that, you just go right to jail. They don't care. Like, shut down your oh, you did that. Oh, you said that, huh? Okay, you're under arrest. Bye. They don't, you know, other places, it's just crazy how we just allow.
Again, he's conveniently, for this rant, for the sake of this rant, he's forgetting that they do that even if you're being honest. But when he wants to focus on that, he'll bring it up. But for the sake of this argument, he doesn't bring that up. Because DSP's an honest guy, obviously.
Open defamation and open shit like this, because it's like the internet is still the Wild West here. I say this all the time. The internet is still the Wild West, where you can say and do whatever you want and get away with it under the guise of anonymity.
Again, I love it's the Wild West, but he can't watch videos that have no words in them. He can't do this because it's 2022. Cancel culture is gonna happen. All this stuff, but it's still the Wild West. Okay.
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 An anonymous tipper tipped $1.50 and said, "Would you ever play a mobile game on stream or keep that private for reasons you gave earlier?" Well, okay. Like I said, because someone actually asked me this a couple weeks ago. They said,
This is
Diablo
really
Immortal
dumb.
just came out. And would you consider actually covering it like a real game, like doing it like a playthrough, right?
Do you want to play a mobile game as a playthrough? Yeah, man. Who the fuck wants to do that?
And I said, well, if it was viable as a real
DSP the gamer man would love to play mobile games. And this dude, like, shits on Switch, hates the Switch. Oh, I'm not gonna play this game on the Switch. Ew, the Switch. Ew. Oh, a mobile game? Well, maybe. He loves mobile games more than the Switch. Wow.
playthrough. People felt that there was content in it that was worthy of covering like a real full gamer playthrough. But I would have to look into it. There's no way to actually to do that right now. Like I have no way to capture from a phone. I don't even
Yeah,
know
you
how to do it.
can. Literally, if you just connect your phone to your PC, like if I connect my phone to my Mac or my iPad or whatever, you can like I just go to the video capture and it's there, and I could show you guys that. But like DSP is such a boomer, he probably wouldn't know how to turn off notifications. He wouldn't know how to do anything.
I'm just gonna go as far to say it probably wouldn't work with my current setup anyway. You know what the problem I have with my PC and everything. So
Yeah, his
maybe
PC can't handle
long-term, if they
mobile
started-
games.
I even said this recently. I said if they started making more serious
Mobile games?
full-fledged, fully featured mobile games that are
Why?
multiplayer experiences.
What?
If you were missing out by not playing that game, like you're really missing on like a game of the year
This
style
dude,
series,
man, it's such a
because you
simp
didn't
for
play that
mobile
particular game,
games. It's
then likely,
insane.
yes, I would probably try to find a way to cover that game.
Well, you know what? You know what? Skullgirls Mobile, man.
I actually don't know how to capture like from a phone. I don't. I'm sure there's ways to do it. I'm sure tons of people do it. I don't know how to do that. Okay, but
He already captured from his phone and iPad before, though.
to my knowledge, right now,
Okay.
it's not like that. Those games are more time wasters. Those games are more relaxation.
I mean, I know
games,
the port
right?
on the iPad and all that, but when he had it
Everyone's
changed
Diablo
when he got the
Immortal,
iPhone, like the
it's
iPhone
basic
6S,
game
that's the
by
Lightning
itself,
port.
Then when you get a certain level, it becomes the same as every mobile game. The only way to make advancement is to spend, or else you've hit a wall, right? So, you know, am I interested in covering Diablo Immortal? No, I'm not. From the things I've heard.
You can play PUBG on the
Actually,
iPhone, though. That's a mobile
in-game,
game. Or Call of
that would be
Duty.
interesting to play. If we
Mario
cover Call of
Kart.
Duty, maybe. Obviously, I need a lot more things changed and upgraded and set up. You know what I mean? But I couldn't do it right now.
Buy a PC to play mobile
Malcolm,
games.
$53.
Wow.
True fans don't believe the troll. So here's the thing again. Like
True
anything,
fans don't believe the trolls.
anything that
But we have to talk about the
those
trolls.
guys say is based on a nugget of
And then he tells them, well, dude, the trolls do say things that are honest. Okay. Yeah, Malcolm, listen to the trolls once in a while.
truth. They take this tiny little nugget.
And then dudes will yell at you about it. Anyway.
Imagine this. Imagine
It's a
you have
lose-lose.
Chicken nugget, okay? So you have a little chicken nugget, and it's actually a real chicken nugget. It's good. It's tasty.
Not a
Alright?
fake one.
What
A
they
real
keep
one,
doing
baby.
Is they take handfuls of sticky breading, and they just keep sticking it to the outside of the nugget. And they,
Oh my
the
god,
truth
the
is still there in
common
the center.
intelligence
This
level
tiny
of
little
the
piece of
common
truth that they're
gamer.
working on,
Oh.
but they just keep pasting breading on the outside. Now you have a ginormous boulder-sized thing of breading. Oh, well, it's real. Well, wait a minute. What's real? That tiny little piece of chicken in the
T-pose.
middle where you started is what was real, but they have all this insane logic jumps and controversial conspiracy shit that's not true, but they all say, well, because this one tiny little thing is real, all of this must
Oh
be
my
real
god,
too.
T-pose again.
A logical person doesn't make that jump, right? Again, I've literally told you guys over the years that I did play certain mobile games, but I'm not going to talk about it publicly because all that's going to happen is they're going to...
That's not what I said in 2020.
I admitted this multiple times, but it's like I never said it.
You never
It's
said it.
literally like it never happened. I never said it.
Okay. Oh, yeah?
Okay. I know. I want to end the drama too. I think
Yeah,
we
man. I
should
want to
end
end the drama too, man.
B-Boy Cyclone did a super chat. Says the goose is loose. The goosey is Lucy. The Lucy
Goosey is Lucy.
There you
Yeah.
go.
The Goosey is Lucy, man. The Lucy Goose. Goosey Lucy. Goose Goose.
Yeah, remember? Only Kawaii Coffee. When I said I didn't have much to talk about on pre-stream today, it would be a shorter one. Funny how that worked out, right? It never does.
Yeah, because
It
like you
literally
wanted
never
us
does,
to fill
okay?
time. Because that's how much DSP
I'm
loves
here.
gaming. He wants us to fill time all the time.
Sucks because the sun wasn't supposed to come out today. Okay. All right, guys.
Okay.
I think we're good. I think we covered everything.
Oh yeah?
Alright, and thank you for listening. We're gonna end
I'm
today's
not a whiny
podcast with
baby.
a very brief
I'm a
break. I just
mature
gotta, use the restroom very quickly, and then we're gonna jump into Final Fantasy VII. Again,
Oh my
I
god,
really
he's
enjoyed the
drinking
Final
gin.
Fantasy VII playthrough. It's interactive, engaging, fun. You guys are helping me with the plot, but also with things I didn't know about enemy abilities I can get. and
Not
stuff. I really
enough.
like that.
Not
I
even
kinda wanna
close.
keep that going.
We're still hungry.
Hopefully we
More,
can get that
more,
going. All right, guys,
more.
thank you. Let us now.
I almost feel
end
sorry for
today's
them, but not
podcast,
that sorry.
And I'll be right back. Thank you.
Seriously though, who was that
So here we
guy?
go. Prepare for this podcast to be taken out of context. Prepare for this to somehow, even though literally I've said nothing.
Okay,
that would
Grandma,
ever
let's get you to
confirm
bed.
Anything those morons have ever said. This podcast will absolutely be used as definitive evidence that every piece of bullshit they've ever said about me over the years is true.
Definitive,
Okay?
dude.
I'm not like I didn't know this would happen, right?
Okay.
Here it comes.
Yeah?
Right?
Okay. Alright.
It's just that's how they are.
Okay.
So good luck with that. Have a nice life, idiots, because I'm not addressing this shit anymore. I'm tired of your bullshit. All right. All right.
Alright.
You guys.
Okay.
Holy shit. The next conspiracy, Phil, is a cartoon.
Seriously though, who was that guy?
Alright. Thank you for watching the proper video. I know I said I wasn't gonna do videos like this. I was gonna do different kind of videos and all that stuff. I might go back on that. So I'm sorry if I, gave you the wrong impression, whatever. But I do want to do more experimental videos, or just like whatever, I do want to do more of those kind of videos anyway. So it is what it is. But thank you for watching, all the same. And I hope to see you around next time. Bye-bye.